The early years of World War II were dark. The world was engulfed in a conflict that seemed to have no end in sight. Nations were falling and the Axis powers appeared unstoppable. The skies over Europe were particularly perilous, with the Luftwaffe, Nazi Germany's formidable air force, dominating the airspace. Their planes were a constant threat, raining destruction from above and making it nearly impossible for the Allies to gain any foothold. Nazi Germany's Luftwaffe ruled the skies. Their advanced aircraft and experienced pilots gave them a significant advantage. The Luftwaffe's relentless bombing campaigns devastated cities, military installations and supply lines. The psychological impact on both soldiers and civilians was immense, as the constant threat of aerial attack loomed over them. Allied bombers faced constant danger. Every mission was a perilous journey through enemy territory with anti-aircraft fire and enemy fighters waiting to pounce. The loss of life and aircraft was staggering, and the effectiveness of the bombing campaigns was severely hampered by the lack of air superiority. Fighter escorts lacked the range for long missions. The early war fighters could only accompany bombers part of the way, leaving them vulnerable during the most critical phases of their missions. This limitation meant that many bombers never made it back, and those that did often returned heavily damaged. The need for a better solution was desperate. Military strategists and engineers worked tirelessly to find a way to extend the range of fighter escorts. The stakes were incredibly high, as the success of the Allied bombing campaigns depended on their ability to protect their bombers from enemy fighters. Without air superiority, victory seemed impossible. The ability to control the skies was crucial for the success of ground operations and the overall war effort. The Allies needed a fighter that could match the range of their bombers and provide the protection they so desperately needed. The British Air Ministry sought new fighters. They understood that the key to turning the tide of the war lay in developing a long-range fighter that could escort bombers deep into enemy territory. The search for a solution led them to North American Aviation, a company known for its innovative aircraft designs. They turned to North American Aviation. The company had a reputation for producing a high-quality aircraft, and the British Air Ministry believed they could deliver the fighter they needed. The challenge was immense, but the engineers and workers at North American Aviation were determined to meet it. The company promised a prototype in just 117 days. This ambitious timeline was a testament to their commitment and the urgency of the situation. The engineers worked around the clock, pushing the boundaries of what was possible to create a fighter that could change the course of the war. This speed was unheard of. The rapid development and production of the new fighter were unprecedented. It required a level of coordination and dedication that was nothing short of extraordinary. The workers on the assembly lines knew that their efforts were critical to the war effort, and they rose to the challenge with determination and pride. It reflected the urgency of the situation. Every day counted, and the pressure to deliver a game-changing aircraft was immense. The fate of the free world seemed to hang in the balance, and the success of the new fighter could tip the scales in favor of the Allies. The fate of the free world seemed to hang in the balance. The development of a long-range fighter was not just a technical challenge, it was a race against time. The success of the Allied forces depended on their ability to gain air superiority, and the new fighter was their best hope for achieving that goal. The prototype, designated NA-73X, took flight on October 26, 1940. It was fast and maneuverable, but its engine lacked power at high altitudes. The Allison engine limited its potential. The British still placed orders, calling it the Mustang Mark I. Meanwhile, a Rolls-Royce engineer saw the Mustang's potential. He proposed a solution: the Merlin engine. This powerful engine was already proving itself in the Spitfire. With the Merlin, the Mustang could reach its full potential. The P-51 was a marvel of engineering. Its fuselage was sleek and aerodynamic. This reduced drag and increased speed. The wings were designed for both speed and maneuverability. They provided lift at high speeds while allowing for tight turns. The Mustang's most distinctive feature was its bubble canopy. This provided pilots with unparalleled visibility. They could see the enemy from all angles. This was crucial in the heat of battle. The heart of the P-51 was the Packard V1650 Merlin engine. This supercharged engine gave the Mustang incredible power at high altitudes. It could reach speeds of over 400 miles per hour. This made it one of the fastest fighters of the war. The Merlin's power transformed the Mustang. It could now match the Luftwaffe's best. It could escort bombers all the way to Berlin and back. This was a game-changer in the air war. Section 5. Guardians of the Skies, escorting bombers to victory. The P-51's long range made it the perfect escort fighter. It could protect bombers on deep raids into Germany. This greatly increased the effectiveness of the bombing campaign. The Luftwaffe could no longer attack bombers with impunity. The Mustang's arrival was a turning point. Bomber losses decreased. Allied morale soared. The Luftwaffe was gradually being worn down. The tide of the air war was turning. Section 6. Dogfights and triumphs, the Mustang's reign over Europe. The P-51 was not just an escort fighter, it was also deadly in a dogfight. Its speed, maneuverability, and firepower made it a formidable opponent. Mustang pilots racked up impressive kill ratios against the Luftwaffe. One notable Mustang pilot was George Preddy. He scored 26.83 aerial victories. He became an ace in a day by shooting down 6 enemy aircraft. His story exemplifies the Mustang's dominance. Section 7. Beyond the call of duty, the Mustang in other theatres. The P-51 also saw action in other theatres of World War II. While it is often celebrated for its role in the European theatre, its contributions elsewhere were equally vital. The Mustang's versatility and adaptability made it an invaluable asset in various combat scenarios. It served in the Pacific, North Africa, and the Mediterranean. In the Pacific theatre, the Mustang was instrumental in providing long-range escort to bombers, ensuring that their safety over vast oceanic expanses. In North Africa, it adapted to the harsh desert conditions, supporting ground troops and engaging enemy aircraft. The Mediterranean saw the Mustang in a variety of roles, from air superiority missions to ground attack operations. It proved itself to be a versatile aircraft. The Mustang's design allowed it to perform a wide range of missions, from dogfighting to ground attacks. Its ability to carry a variety of armaments, including bombs and rockets, made it a formidable opponent in any theatre of war. Pilots praised its agility and speed, which often gave them the upper hand in combat. It could operate from rough airfields and in different climates. The Mustang's rugged construction and reliable engine allowed it to take off and land on makeshift runways, often in challenging conditions. Whether in the humid jungles of the Pacific or the arid deserts of North Africa, the Mustang performed reliably, proving its worth time and again. Although less celebrated than its European service, the Mustang's contribution in these theatres was significant. In lesser-known theatres of war, the Mustang played a crucial role in maintaining air superiority and supporting ground operations. Its presence often tipped the balance in favour of the Allies, disrupting enemy supply lines and communication networks. It helped secure air superiority, providing vital support to ground troops and disrupting enemy operations. The Mustang's ability to engage enemy fighters and bombers, as well as its effectiveness in ground attack roles, made it an indispensable tool in the Allied arsenal. Its contributions, though sometimes overshadowed by its European exploits, were no less heroic or essential to the overall war effort. Section 8. A legacy etched in the sky, the Mustang's enduring impact. The P-51 Mustang left an indelible mark on aviation history. Designed in the early 1940s, it quickly became one of the most iconic aircraft of World War II. Its sleek design, powerful engine, and long-range capabilities made it a formidable opponent in the skies. Pilots who flew the Mustang often spoke of its agility and speed, which gave them a significant advantage in dogfights. The Mustang was not just a plane, it was a symbol of hope and resilience for the Allied forces. It helped to turn the tide of World War II. The Mustang's ability to escort bombers deep into enemy territory without refueling was a game-changer. This capability allowed Allied forces to carry out long-range bombing missions with greater success, significantly weakening the enemy's infrastructure and morale. The Mustang's presence in the skies was a constant reminder to the Axis powers that the Allies had superior air power. Its contributions to the war effort cannot be overstated. It proved the importance of air superiority. The Mustang's dominance in the air demonstrated that control of the skies was crucial to winning the war. Its success in aerial combat and its role in protecting bombers underscored the strategic value of having a versatile and powerful fighter aircraft. The lessons learned from the Mustang's performance influenced military aviation strategies for decades to come. It set new standards for fighter design and performance. The Mustang's innovative features, such as its laminar flow wing design and its use of the Rolls-Royce Merlin engine, set it apart from other aircraft of its time. These advancements not only improved the Mustang's speed and maneuverability, but also influenced the design of future fighter planes. The Mustang's legacy in aviation engineering is still evident in modern aircraft design. The Mustang's legacy extends beyond the war. After World War II, the P-51 Mustang continued to serve in various capacities. It was adopted by numerous air forces around the world who recognized its superior performance and reliability. The Mustang was used in training exercises, reconnaissance missions, and even in combat roles in subsequent conflicts. Its versatility and durability ensured that it remained a valuable asset long after the war had ended. It continued to serve in various air forces around the world. Countries such as Israel, Sweden, and South Africa incorporated the Mustang into their air fleets, utilizing its capabilities for a range of missions. The Mustang's adaptability to different environments and its ease of maintenance made it a popular choice for many nations. Its presence in international air forces is a testament to its enduring design and effectiveness. It was used in the Korean War and other conflict. The Mustang's role in the Korean War further solidified its reputation as a reliable and effective fighter aircraft. Despite being designed during World War II, it proved to be a valuable asset in the early years of the Cold War. Its continued use in various conflicts around the world highlights its versatility and the high regard in which it was held by military strategists. It became a favorite among civilian pilots. Today, the P-51 Mustang is celebrated not only for its historical significance, but also for its performance in civilian aviation. Restored Mustangs are a common sight at air shows where they perform breathtaking aerobatics and serve as a living tribute to the pilots who flew them. Many civilian pilots cherish the opportunity to own and fly a piece of history, keeping the Mustang's legacy alive for future generations. Section 9. Forever a symbol. The P-51 Mustang in modern times. Today, the P-51 Mustang is an icon. It is a symbol of American ingenuity and resilience. It is admired for its beauty, power, and historical significance. Restored Mustangs still grace the skies at air shows. The roar of its Merlin engine evokes the memories of a generation. It reminds us of the sacrifices made in the name of freedom. The P-51 Mustang, a legend that will never fade.